We've started.
Are we started?
Well, I did it by accident, so I can't stop it now.
Right. Is Tony here?
Not yet.
Let me see if he's coming. He'll probably. Oh, I forgot all about it.
Well, hello, everybody.
How does the water feel? It's got to be cool.
How is the water feel? Well, yeah, I'm in Hawaii, and
Shit.
the water is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Hello?
It's beautiful.
What's up, babe?
Mostly going into the. Are you mostly going into the hotel pool or to the ocean?
No, right into the ocean. I went into the pool to clean off all the ocean debris on me. I'm still every time I move. 'Cause I'm like a 2-year-old, and
Yeah.
like I'm covered in sand. It's in my hair. Like I see kids more behaved than me out there, and my friends
What?
like they won't come near me. It's like don't come near me.
I
But
know.
we went to a restaurant and we had breakfast, and everywhere I go, there's a sand trail. It's like I
Coming out
move
of
and it's like
every crack.
sand coming out of everywhere. Oh yeah, it's yeah, I have ocean debris everywhere. It's quite amazing. Hawaii ocean is the place to ever start if you're going to go into an ocean.
Is it
It's
is it
beautiful.
pretty rough though? It's very see. It's here. It's very, on the Atlantic coast. It's very rough. We can't go in the ocean right now. It's too cold for one thing, but it's also very rough.
Yeah.
I like cold, but I
Yeah.
like warm too. It's like I've been like I've been to like the California beaches, kind of never really in the
Yeah.
ocean. This is the first
Right.
time I've been in the ocean,
Yeah.
and yeah, I
Wow.
posted on Instagram. I actually I'm standing on a board. I'm literally standing on a board,
You
and I'm
went.
terrified. I'm
You
standing on a board, Andrew.
you did surfboarding?
Well, no, but but I'm standing. I don't know. It's a really big, long board, and I was standing on it, and the waves are pushing me. Yeah, and I even was able to like pose for a pic before
What?
dying.
Well,
Well,
you can't always
yeah,
do that.
and you
You
got to
can.
be deep enough because if you fall off, those rocks are sharp. You don't want to crash into the rocks and shit. It's intense. It's like you gotta respect the ocean. Trust me. It was scary as hell. I was scared.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
You're right. Especially if you've never been there, because it's if you're not
never. Yeah,
accustomed to it, yeah, it can
yeah.
really sweep you away quickly.
Yeah, well, my friends made me wear a life coat, which was kind of lame, but I have
Well,
to listen to them because
good idea.
well,
Not a bad idea
it's
for
harder to
anybody.
swim and stuff. I'm not
Yeah.
used to swimming with a life coat
Yeah.
and whatnot, and then you're tied to a board and all this other stuff. But I was determined this morning. That's it, riding some waves, and I did.
Did you go like this? Yo, dude. Yo,
Well,
dude.
no, I did. Yeah, there I am. See,
Oh
look, I
shit.
really did it. I really did it.
Ah, he looks
Yeah,
hot. Yeah.
yeah.
Look at
And
that
then right
goose.
after that picture, I friggin' crashed into the ocean.
Look at that goose. The goose is cooked. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hurt my foot a little bit, but yeah, it's those the rocks there. You have to get out deep enough before you're gonna do anything crazy like I do. I'm hoping by the time I leave, I'll be doing cartwheels off the thing. Okay, that might be that's setting the bar too high, but it would be cool.
Mm.
It'd be really cool. It's yeah, the ocean's incredible. This whole place is incredible. It's like, yeah, I might have to lose my passport. Just live with the homeless. And you wouldn't believe how many homeless people talk to me. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, wow, I'm attracting all the homeless people. Look at
Yeah.
me go.
Well, come on, Kellyanne. Who are you? Who are you gonna attract? Come on.
I know. It's like, okay, still not ready to date.
Well, you are. You just got to set your sights lower. So
No, I'm having the time of my life. It's great here. How are you, Andrew? I have been talking to you
yeah,
for,
right.
well, I've only been here for a little over 24 hours.
Yeah. Well, yeah. My new nickname, 1 foot in the grave. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So,
Oh, 1 foot in the grave?
yeah. You
Well,
like that nickname? Yeah. They gave it to me in Honolulu. 1 foot in the grave. Yeah.
they buried me in the sand the other day.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus. She gets to
It's
go to
like, yes.
Hawaii, and I can't get off of Or
You're in New York. That's pretty
well,
cool. I'm a Canadian, you know?
yeah, well, Canadian Goose and all. But do you know our special guest today, to Mr. Tony Head?
Hi, Tony. I'm Kellyanne.
Hi, glad to meet you.
So glad to meet you too.
All right,
And
welcome. How's your
And we
sound?
started. We didn't even
I don't.
start anything. We just kind
He,
of.
ever since he's doing this production, he really doesn't care about my show anymore. My producer. And it's
that's
like I got my own show now. Screw you, Andrew.
that's
You know how that's how it goes, Tony.
that's how it goes.
How's your sound?
It's great. I hear you guys great.
Okay, good. All right. So welcome to Aardvark Interviews. We meet every Friday. Every Friday. I don't know what day it is. Monday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do you know the name of the production company, Kellyanne?
Hello, hooray!
She got it. Unbelievable. If you ask the questions in the correct order, she will get every question. What's the name of
I
the
like.
whatever Patreon account, whatever it's called? Yeah.
Hello, hooray! Live.
And what's the name of Aardvark's Patreon account?
Aardvark interviews live.
No, it's not live, but we're close this time.
Aardvark. Okay. Aardvark interviews. Sorry.
Yeah. I'll give you 95% tonight.
Thank you.
Kellyanne.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Kellyanne, the goose, the Canadian goose, has flown over the ponds and oceans, and she's in Hawaii right now. Is that true?
Oh man, good for you.
Yeah. Got here yesterday, right? I'm not sure. I've been so
Now,
busy. Yeah.
are the hotels very expensive there, Canadian goose?
I don't know because I didn't pay for it.
Well, there you go. She's yeah, she's in,
I just asked someone for their key and they let me in.
yeah. It's called zombie. Huh?
I want to go to that place where you just ask for the food and they let you in.
Okay. Kellyanne does good. She smiles, and they say yes. What do you need? Yeah.
Tony, do you happen to have a pair of headphones or earbuds?
Headphones.
Earbuds?
No, I don't have earbuds. I don't have. I have. Let me see if I got some things here. No, you can't. You can't hear me.
It's good when you speak up like that. It's better when you speak up like that.
I'll speak up.
Yeah.
I'll speak up.
Okay. Because it sounded like it would stop.
Oh, also, if you should be on Wi-Fi if you have it available.
Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi.
And Wi-Fi. Yeah. I think the picture quality's good. It's just the sound. Sometimes.
I
Do
can
you-
hear him really good.
Do you know how to enunciate, Tony?
Yeah, I think so.
This is Tony Head, a Daytime Emmy Awards. He's got his own show now, which I actually auditioned for. Did not get a part because I suck. But actually, me and Tony appeared in a little thing, and together. And I thought he was like so much better than everybody that I started to gravitate towards him. I said, "Shit, I'm gonna pick this guy's brain. The rest of you all forget. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to this guy." So, Tony, why did you do that show anyway? Because you're a big
No,
star.
first of all, I'm not big, but the young lady. You remember the young lady who? I'm trying to think of her name.
Katrina.
Wait a minute. Now she was. Now that I'm thinking about that whole thing we did, Andrew, the young lady who wrote the piece. We are in an acting class together with Rob McCaskill, and she just came to me directly, during a class and asked me would I participate.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate enough to meet you in that.
Yeah, you were great. You were fantastic in that.
Thank you. Well, you were like unbelievable. So
No, you were very good. It was and we might tell the folks listen. It was about the doorman culture in New York City, about how the doormans know the residents and how they communicate and cover up and help and do all these things for people who live in these buildings.
Okay. Let me ask you: did you have to audition for the role, or is it because you're Tony Head?
No, for what role? The Showtime?
Yeah, the Showtime. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I did. Uh, Shada Markowitz cast this this. I can't really. I've been told not to say the name of it, but I can say it's a
Yeah.
Showtime piece. But she also cast me in Joker. So she
Yeah.
called me. She called me in. Yeah, I just read for it like everybody else, Andrew, and found out about 3 or 4 weeks later.
Did
You
you
know.
like doing the Joker?
Well, I only had a small part in it. I
I saw.
played
Yeah.
the newscasters. But the great thing about it, Andrew, was I got to work with Todd Phillips one-on-one for
Wow.
a day and a half. It was just me and him on a set, and just yeah, it was great. It was fantastic. A lot of pressure, but it was a lot of fun.
A lot of pressure. Yeah. Big movie like that. Did you meet Joaquin?
No, he wasn't on set that day. A
No.
matter of fact, I didn't meet. I didn't. Did I see any? I didn't. I know Zazie Beetz. I had worked with her before, but I didn't see anybody that day. I was in a studio, in a closed studio over at what's the studio over in Brooklyn, Andrew? You know what I'm talking about.
So, oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. I can't remember the name, but I was. Yeah, we were inside all day.
All right. Kellyanne, are you originally from Canada?
I still live in Canada. Yes,
Are
I'm
you,
just out touring around.
right. Um, hey, do they speak French in Canada?
I don't speak French. I learned it as a child, but I just never used it. So I have no idea what to speak
Of
French
course.
anymore. But yeah, there is a lot of people that speak French.
Okay.
Yeah,
D'accord. Now, Tony, did you go to high school in France?
I did. I went to. My father worked for the army as. How do you know this? Where did you find this?
The Aardvark does his
He
research.
knows. He
You
knows.
know?
Yeah.
My father worked for the army as a civilian. So we lived in France, Orleans, France, and then we moved to Germany. We also lived in Japan and Okinawa.
Wow, that's really cool.
Wow.
Kellyanne, do you have any questions for our esteemed guest today, Mr. Tony Head?
Yeah, actually, Andrew, you mentioned a question in the beginning, or well, gave me an idea in the beginning. You talked about once you met Tony that you kind of he was the next level up, and so you
Yeah.
kind of phased away from other people.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, who is your mentor? Like
Oh,
who do you mentor?
You mean, just a brief story. I mean, I came up to New York in 2015 under some very trying circumstances. I was going through a separation, divorce, and it kind of opened up an opportunity for me to come up here because it's something I always wanted to do because I had been working regular jobs for a while. And so when I came up, I didn't know anybody. I mean, I knew a couple of people I could stay with. I slept on someone's couch for a couple of months. And then I was in a room that started out as an Airbnb for a couple of weeks. I ended up staying in that room for almost 2 years. And
so
then,
you slept on a couch for a few months or
yeah,
something, right?
I did.
So are you saying that Kellyanne can be a great actor as well?
I could be a couch surfer.
Yeah, that's right. A couch server. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, I'm sure she could. I'm sure she is a great actor.
Okay, well, we won't go that far, but
Okay.
To just finish up, and after that, I ended up getting in an apartment just by luck over in Bed-Stuy, and I've been scrambling and hustling ever since. And recently, I moved back to Manhattan. I live right across from Central Park on Avenue.
Let me ask you a quick question here.
Mhm.
You get some of the best talent agencies in the world. Is it because you might be a good actor?
No. I let me just say this because I started out not knowing anybody. I had been out of the business for over 25 years when I came
Oh,
back. And I didn't know anyone. And this should be a lesson to anyone who's thinking about coming to New York, especially if you're a young person. I have no sympathy for you. You can get an agent if I got one. You know, I
wow.
started from scratch. I sent out back then, you could actually mail things out and do emails. So I sent material out to like 10, 15 people. Jerry Calerical, who was at DDO at the time, he let me come in to read for a commercial, and he started sending me out. And Jerry is now at Abrams, which is now A3, which is one of the top commercial agencies, and I'm with him over there.
Right.
But my legit agent I got about 5 or 6 years ago, and she's out in Los Angeles, and that's Central Artists. But yeah, I'm not with the on the legit side. I'm not with the huge agency, but I'm with a very good boutique agency.
Everybody's heard of Central Artist Agency and A3. But
A3 is big. Central, not so much, but they're very good. They work really hard for the actors, and yeah, they're very good.
Kellyanne, you can see Kellyanne just got out of a surfboard incident where Kellyanne, go like this. Can you do that?
Like this?
Yeah, say hang
This
five.
way?
Hang five, baby.
Hang five? Is that what you? Aloha! Yeah,
See that?
aloha!
That's acting. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you said that. Oh my god! Yeah, I almost broke my neck doing that too. You said that you left the industry and came back.
Yeah.
Is that so? Can I ask you why? Why did you leave and why did you come back?
My daughter had disabilities, so I left because I couldn't work in a sometimey job. I had to have a regular job, and so I went to get a regular job, which I did over the next 20, 25 years. And then circumstances changed, and I had the other thing going on, but an opportunity arose for me to come up here, and that's what got me up here. But yeah, I had my hand in it. I was still doing part-time stuff. I was in the Maryland, DC, Virginia area, and I was doing part-time stuff. I was in The Wire for a couple of seasons, doing it like a recurring character in that. And just local stuff like that, you know. But then things came together and allowed me to come up here.
Okay, The Wire, if anybody doesn't know, is considered one of the best written dramas, criminal dramas, I guess you might be able to say, you know, in the last like 3,000 years or something. So, you know, being on The Wire is like really big. So
yeah, it's a real following of people who followed it really enjoy it, and you know, it was really recognized by the, you know, all the Emmys and all that. It never was really recognized for that, but the people really loved it. People in the street really loved that show.
Let me ask you: when you were working on The Wire, Tony, did you look around and say, this could be something special right here"?
No, you know what? I didn't know. I was on the first season, and I had no idea. Say the truth. I took it, and I'll be the first to say it's one of the major mistakes I made, but it can be explained because I was doing it part-time, but I really took it for granted, Andrew. I used to go in, and I used to work a regular job. The Wire would call me to work on a particular day, and I would say, I got to go do that TV show again.
The TV show. He's doing it part-time, and he ends up on The Wire.
Yeah, I had trouble. Yeah, another quick thing. I went in for a day player role for one day, and I ended up on the show for 3 years. So it tells you,
that's amazing.
Don't take any role for granted. Just because they say it's a day player role or 1 day or 2 day. If it's a series, you just never know. The writers may look at you and say, hey, I really like her. She's really great. Let's write something else for her next week. And the next thing you know, you're working, you know, 5, 6 episodes.
That's amazing. That show was
amazing.
The first season was incredible as it goes, I thought. So it must have been your acting, Tony. What do you think?
No, it wasn't mine because I was barely on it then. I came in. I think at the second season I wasn't in at all because that's when they were down at the waterfront. The waterfront, which was great. But I was like in the first, third, and I think the fourth seasons. Barely. I was a recurring character. So
who was your character?
I played the head of internal affairs.
Oh,
Mr.
shit.
Bobby Reed. Yeah.
Yeah. Was this when you were just a part-time actor?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And Andrew, I hadn't taken. I didn't know what the heck. I maybe said something. I didn't know what the heck I was really doing. I was, yeah. If I'd taken all these classes and all these coaches since I've been up here now. When I was doing The Wire, I just got the sides and studied them and just went out there and just just did what I had to do. But I don't know. Maybe there's something to that. Not being all built up with all kind of ideas. I don't know.
Interesting.
Who's your favorite character in the show?
In The Wire?
Yeah, in The Wire. Yeah.
Oh, I had the privilege of working with 3 really good actors, and that was Lance Derrick. Lance has been in all kinds of shows and movies, John Wick and everything. John Doman, who is, I think, is Academy Award nominee, and Frankie Faison. And because I was police, almost all my scenes were in police headquarters. So those guys were almost all the time in my scenes. So I really enjoyed working with them. They were just they had far more experience and credentials than I had, but they treated me like an equal. It was really a nice environment. So yeah, I would say those 3 guys were really, really, they were really nice to me anyway when I was on there.
Sweet.
So do you do like Andrew, just try to pick their brain and get what you can out of them?
No, I kind of watched them and how they work. And, one of the things, and it still was a problem when it came up, I was always fearful of making mistakes, missing a line or something. And when I worked with them every day, I saw like, wait a minute, everybody makes mistakes. They would maybe miss a line, and I hope they don't get mad at me for saying this, but they would maybe miss a line, and then they would just stop, take a pause, and start it all over again. No sweat, no problem, just move on. So, and then I would watch, but it's not so much I'd ask them a bunch of questions. I would just watch how they work, watch what they do, that kind of thing.
Right.
That's
well,
great.
I thought
That's great advice. That's great advice, right?
It is great advice.
That's
so
great advice. Yeah.
if you're a new actor or something, quit the acting. No, besides that,
give me a chance.
Listen to Tony here. Look at all these names: Todd Phillips, Shane Markowitz. I mean, the what was it called? The Wire. A3 artist. Went to high school in France. I don't know. Daytime Emmy Awards. Did you sniff that at all?
On that, I was involved with 3. See, the daytime Emmys, they also, I don't know if they're still like this, because I haven't been in a couple of years because of the pandemic. Nobody has, but they used to give awards, or I think they still do, for web series and web television. So I was in a couple of shows that were nominated for Emmys for those. One was Bronx SIU, and another one, I forgot the name of the other one, but one was Bronx SIU. And so I started going. A friend of mine got me credentials to go one year, and I went, and I had such a great time. I started going every year, because I have a publicist, and she was able to get me into most of the events. So it was it was a lot of fun. You get to meet people, I met a lot of actors, Andrew, that you're probably too young, but people like Eric Roberts.
Oh yeah, crazy Eric Roberts.
Diamond Phillips. All these guys now are doing web series.
That's Tony.
Now they're bigger. Now they pay more money, and so I got to go out there and like hang out with guys like that. But it was just a lot of fun to go out there, and meet people and just kind of circulate. That's a lot of fun.
All right, so who is that? Is that you, Tony? I don't know.
Where?
Is that for the Wire?
That's a great picture.
No, that's not from The Wire. That's actually, I don't know where you got that, but that was from actually a photo shoot for Chiat Day, which is a kind of a big advertising agency. And it was a theme about guns. And there was me, I was playing a detective, and they had 2 or 3 other guys as police officers. And so we did a photo shoot down in Soho. So that's where that is from.
All right, let me ask you a question, Tony. I looked into this a little bit. There's a cable channel dedicated to people of color. Is that
Uh-huh.
correct?
Well, the one I know about is All Black. It used to be.
There it
It
is.
used to be the Urban Movie Channel.
Right, right. And you've been a part of that with some shows, right?
I was on a show called. As a matter of fact, we're still shooting. We haven't shot in a while because of the pandemic, but we're supposed to start this year. Called Asunder, the series, and it was about two powerful families in the fragrance business, colognes,
Oh, wow.
perfumes, and all the dirty dealing. And it's a soap. It's really a soap opera.
So, do you play like Coco Chanel?
No,
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I'm glad we got that cleared up.
Yeah,
No,
my notes are all wrong here. It says Coco Chanel.
no, we played. I played the head of one of the
There it is.
companies. You know, yeah, I played the head of one of the companies, and
Wow.
it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, when we were shooting it, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Did you watch the Oscars last night?
No, I didn't. I saw the controversy, but no, I didn't really watch it. I mean, it's they always go long. It's always there's usually the one time I should have watched it was last night to see that what happened. I've seen the replays, but no.
Do you think it was okay for him to bitch slap the Chris Rock?
No.
Who did what? I see. I don't know anything. What happened?
She's Canadian Goose.
No, I totally. I heard something about the Oscars. Someone posted something. I didn't get it, but now you're saying something happened. Someone was there like a little.
Chris Rock made a joke about Will Smith's wife, and he got up, walked on stage, and slapped the you-know-what out of Chris Rock.
Oh, wow. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
okay, well, I'm going to have to be looking for some replays.
Google, it's all over the place. Then he walked back to his seat, and he started cursing out Chris Rock from his seat, and all of this was live, and it was a mess. It was a total
He needs
mess.
some anger control. Like, hey, you know what? I could be his life coach. I could be sad. No, you don't think so?
My God, life coach, not that again. But the Academy condemns actions. Oh, that's sweet of the Academy.
Oh, wow.
There it is.
And that's Will. Are you think that was just maybe just bullshit, like just staged?
I think it was real.
Or do you think?
It was
This is
definitely
Tim. He might seem
definitely.
Tim.
What do you think?
It was definitely real.
You're
Yeah.
a great actor. Do you agree with me
About what?
that was real? I said
Oh,
it
yeah,
was.
definitely was real.
Okay, good.
No, it was real as real can be.
Is that Will Smith? No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's just some sort of ad that popped up before we tried to live do the. I think Teddy's trying to pull up the clip, which will be exciting.
Right, but we have to watch
solutions.
an advertising for 5 minutes.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Who's lying? This is fun.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the timing's up. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow,
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Yeah,
Do you think that was called for? Do you think that was called for?
Wow, dude. It was
Yeah, he's cursing here. He's cursing
a
about.
G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. ジェーンのジョークだったんで。
they say it's so much better when it's in Japanese. That's what I think.
Yeah. Wow. I never had my man do that for me,
Yeah, see, you
but I've done
women,
it for him.
you women cause this kind of shit.
Oh
Because-
no,
Jada said, "What you doing? Get up there." You hear what he said? No,
I would never. I would be if someone did that for me. Actually, honest to God, He come back down those stairs. He'll be lying on the floor. I can stand up for my fucking self. Don't you dare.
There you
No.
go.
Well, I didn't know.
Sorry.
Can we curse on this podcast?
I
Yeah,
hope
get-
so, because I just did.
yeah.
and I didn't get the flash.
Yeah. Every time she curses, we get a warning notice that says,
Oh,
"This
oh.
is there. It is, Kellyanne. You did it again. Congratulations,
Thank you,
Kellyanne.
Jenny.
Congratulations. You've done it again. You've dropped about 1,000 viewers out of our.
No, honestly, God, if someone did that for me, I'd be insulted. I just
Be
the way I am.
insulted. You wouldn't be like
I'd
my
be
man.
I'd be
my
insulted
man.
if someone did that for me, because that's what
Oh.
I'm saying. For me, I can talk for myself, or if I had a problem with what he said about me, I
Yeah.
will do it. You don't be treating me like some bitch. Like, sorry. That's
What
the
do
way I
you
would
think,
take it.
Tony? Tony, do you think it's all right to slap the shit out of somebody if they get
No,
crossed?
no, I think what he should have done, if he had a problem, because this isn't the first time that Chris Rock has teased his wife, or made fun of his wife and his family.
Right.
He should have been to him backstage, or face him up, man. Because what did he expect Chris Rock to do? Did you think Chris Rock would fight back on worldwide television after he hit?
Yeah.
I mean, and he's much bigger. It just wasn't fair. And if he had a problem, pull him to the side in the back and say, look, I want to talk to you about you telling these jokes about my family, and have it out there, and talk about it. And he could have frightened Chris Rock not to do it anymore. I think he could have convinced him. He didn't have to hit him. We can't have an assault being the answer for something you don't like that was said.
Right. So you think you should have bitch slapped him off to the side? Is that what
I
you're
think
saying?
if that come to that, it would have been, look, for all intents and purposes, let's think about this. Do you want to be the producer that hires Will Smith on his next film?
Oh, wow. That's a good point right there. I didn't think of that. Yeah.
I don't think the offers are going to be coming that quickly.
Wow.
Who wants to put up with that?
No.
Yeah.
When
Exactly.
you get the film and people start saying, hey, wait a minute, this is the guy who assaulted people, you're putting them in your film. I don't know if he's going to, I think he may suffer some for this at his pocketbook. I know he's very, very wealthy, but I think he's going to regret.
Right. $360 million as we speak, his net worth. But, then he went on to make a speech later, and he called himself a vessel of love after bitch slapping the little Chris Rock. I'll call him little Chris Rock. Is he a vessel of love, Tony?
No, I think he's a vessel of slap. But ask yourself this. He slapped the guy. He assaulted someone on stage. And then he went back and sat down and enjoyed the rest of the show.
Yeah, he did enjoy it.
That's the Academy.
Wow.
That's the Academy that did that. When Kanye West ran up on the stage on Taylor Swift, I don't know if you remember.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Took the trophy from her and started talking about Beyonce. When he went and sat back down, security was there to take him out of the arena.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they took him. He didn't stay there.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
a good point.
security went and removed him from the awards ceremony. And that's what they should have done with Will, I think, because
Yeah, they should have definitely
there it is. I'm a
set some
vessel
sort of
for love.
standard, because you're just telling someone else that this is okay.
Well, I
You
think
know what I mean? His ego needs to be put right in check.
Andrew, there's going to be a lot of stand-up comedians that are going to get slapped in the face now when they tell a joke. Somebody.
I'm glad I'm not doing that anymore, Tom. But
you're not doing that?
No, I don't. I'm trying to get 100% into the acting, so I could be as good as you one day. But that day will never come.
Good character, man. Yeah. Who's your agent now, Andrew?
I guess the Canadian Goose at this point. I don't have an agent.
My experience, none.
Yeah, I have a manager, and she hasn't sent me out on one.
Who's your manager?
I forgot her name. I've had it for like 2 years. It's a terrible place. What is it? ITS, Models and Management, or Eggs and Bacon or something. I don't know. ITS. Yeah, I think they're a side.
Maybe you should hire me. I'll probably get you more work than she is.
No, it's like an Airbnb.
I'm good at networking, eh?
It's an Airbnb talent agency.
Are you signed exclusively with them, or can you freelance with other people?
Well, as soon as I get out of the contract, I can do.
Oh, so you signed a contract.
Yeah, I signed a contract. Yeah. So, but I had my person look at it, and he said, "Well, it's okay. You can get out of this easy." So,
Yeah, most of them you can get, especially if they haven't sent you out.
right.
Period of time, like if you haven't gone out, you can.
Do you think
jettison.
it's a good idea to leave them after they haven't sent me on one job assignment in 3 years?
Well, what you should be asking them at first is a printout of everything they submitted you for.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah,
Because,
her name Tara Gabriel. Do you know her?
you
Tara
know,
No. Yeah.
but you want them. So your whole thing is, I know I haven't been sent out because they haven't called, but I want to know what you're sending me out for. Can you give me a submission report? Ask them.
That's interesting. I'm gonna write that down. See, I'm learning already, Goose.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm learning shit too.
It's very common, and actors sometimes they just do it as a as a check to make sure they're on them and the agent are on the same page.
Yeah. See, I tried to model myself after you, so I sent out to all the agencies that you've been with, and I got rejected by each one of them. I just want you to know.
Don't follow me. No, I think no. You got to.
True story.
What was that?
True story.
Oh, it's a true story. No, you didn't. You applied to every agency I was with. No,
Yeah, I
didn't.
just went over your. I sometimes you'll see me outside your window at night, Tony.
Oh my god! How come I'm not surprised?
So, I'm a true believer, Andrew, that no matter how late we get into the game or how early or late, there's always a possibility. I believe that you can always, it's like lotto. You can always hit the jackpot, but you got to put the work in. That's the difference. And I think that if you just keep at it with the agent thing, somebody one day is going to pick your picture up, or they don't do that anymore, but maybe look at your picture, the thumbnail that they're looking at, look at your reel or whatever, and they're going to call you in. You just got to keep at it. Just don't give up.
Make noise. Be like me and just be a presence. Sorry.
I had a late.
I
had a late start to the acting. I was busy doing other things.
Me too.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Kellyanne, there's a section of the show called Kelly's Questions. I don't know if we'll get a promo for that. So let's see how ridiculous we can get in Hawaii. So
thank you so much, Teddy, for being off the toilet and doing my promo. These guys are gonna hate me by the end of the day. Yes, I have a great question, Tony. Since I'm out here in Hawaii today, if you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
I actually have an answer for you. One of my bucket list places to go is the Maldives.
Oh, nice.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Is that a place?
Maldives.
That's correct. It's an island south of India in the Indian Ocean, and it's drop dead beautiful, crystal blue water, and white sand, and warm weather, and it's just one of the most beautiful places in the world. Yeah, I would like to go there for, I don't know, you got to go for at least 10 days because it takes from New York probably a day and a half to get there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's I want to go.
Did you know that the term bucket list, there was no such term until that show? Like bucket list didn't exist until after that show.
That's a show, right? Jack Nicholson, right?
Yeah. They were like the bucket list wasn't a thing, and now it's a universal term, and that's when was that, in the 80s? So that's a new term. Isn't that cool? Okay, sorry, I got off track when you said
I think that's incorrect, but continue.
No, let's pretend I know everything today. I'm in Hawaii.
I didn't know that, Kellyanne. Thank you.
See, now I'm not the dumbest person in the room.
You never are. You never. That's me.
I try to always learn. That's the only way you grow. Okay, my second question to you, Tony, is: are you a beach man or a mountain man?
No, beach.
Beach. Okay, I kind of got that, but I'm in the air. I just had to ask. Okay, number 3 question would be, can you describe your favorite? I don't know how to word it. Your favorite. I'm trying to think banana split, but like your favorite toppings on ice cream.
Oh man,
Assuming that you eat ice cream.
Huh.
well, I don't eat a lot of ice cream,
Hmm.
but probably my favorite topping might be bourbon.
Bourbon.
That's a great topic. That topping.
I don't
Bourbon.
drink. I don't even drink a lot. Yeah, I mean, I hardly drink at all. I have a couple of things here, but I don't drink. But for some reason, for ice cream, I like to put a little liqueur or something over the top. But I'm not toppings and things like that on ice cream.
And do you like eat it with a spoon or like chips or?
A spoon. I eat it with a spoon.
Wow. Great answers. Thank you for participating in my questions.
Kellyanne, you didn't ask me that question.
Andrew?
Yeah.
What is your favorite ice cream toppings?
Toppings? I guess cocaine and heroin would be good. Thank you. All right.
That's why I don't ask you anything.
All right, so we have a session of the show.
You didn't ask me what mine was.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about you. Are you still here? All right. Kellyanne, what's your favorite topping on some ice cream or something?
Okay, well, because I'm in Hawaii, I'm going to say surfer boys.
Surfer boys. Are they hot there? There's some hot guys?
Oh, my God. Hot. You should, even yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. It's great. People are really friendly and loving.
Are you getting some looks?
No, I'm looking.
Yeah, you're looking.
And it's like everything, like it looks good, it smells good. Oh yeah, it's the air. It's
Are
beautiful air.
you a cougar, Kellyanne?
Am I a cougar? We already know I'm not. I don't date.
Yeah, okay. So there's a part of the show called Shameless Promotions now, Mr. Head. I know you're working very hard on a production called The Case. Do you want to talk about The Case a little bit?
Yeah, I can mention it. The Case was a film I decided to do several months before the pandemic came out. October of 2019, I just decided I was going to do this film. And I wrote the script in about 2 or 3 weeks. And it was, I have a good friend who's a producer, she does a lot of independent films. Her name is Eva Minamar. And I asked her, could she produce the film for me? And she did everything, production. We interviewed cinematographers. The casting process was wonderful because I got to be on the other side of the table for once and see how it goes. So it was a really great experience. And it is now in festivals and doing very well. It's won over 20 different awards and festivals. And,
oh my God.
Nominated 19, 20 times. It's really doing well. But it's the story about a detective who was retired after losing his niece who was kidnapped and never found. And he retires and kind of lives like a hermit and gets dragged back into the whole world of sex trafficking when another detective whose daughter was kidnapped goes to him for help.
Wow. That is so cool.
And it's a short film. It's only about 30 minutes, but I'm using it more as a pitch, Andrew and Kelly, just to see if we can get some interest from somebody to maybe do a series with.
Series. Okay, so
that's incredible. Good for you. I love meeting people like you. I just get so excited when you got that hunger and that drive. And like, I'm not in the industry, but I'm in like that with life. It's just, I want everything. I want to get the most experiences I can. And yeah, it's incredible meeting you.
Well, thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, it's always fun when Andrew and whoever he brings to the table. I haven't seen Andrew. When did we do that piece, Andrew? Like 4 years ago? 5
that
years
was a
ago?
while. Yeah, that was a while ago for Katrina Phillip. Phillip.
That's she's a dancer. I think she moved back to the Midwest or wherever she was from, Minnesota or something. I think she moved back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So are you shopping The Case as a proof of concept or as a movie?
That's kind of like what I'm trying to do with it. And but I'm kind of trying to tidy it up. It's got some things I got to fix, and I'm also writing the pilot for it, a 1-hour pilot for the pilot episode, and I'm writing that like I have all the money in the world. So I'm writing it for the big stage, right? Because when I wrote mine, I had to keep in mind my little budget and what we could do. So I couldn't be on an aircraft carrier or in Singapore or somewhere like that. I had to be somewhere down in the Bowery or somewhere, you know. So, but what I'll do, Andrew, I'll arrange for you. I'd like you to look at it, so I'll arrange for you a link where you can look at it, and you too, Kelly, if you'd like to.
Oh yeah, I was gonna butt in and say, can I? Yeah. Did you see how Teddy changed my name, Agent to the Stars? Isn't that hilarious?
Is that Agent to the Stars? Kellyanne, yeah.
I would really like you guys to look at it and then tell me, you know, what you think, because I haven't really made any changes to it. It's still out there circulating on the festival tour, so we'll see how it does. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds fabulous, man. I can't wait. But you must be so proud papa of that, huh?
Yeah, but really, man, there were so many people that made my cast was absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. They blew me off the screen in every scene I was in. They were so good, and I really appreciate it.
You got a great director behind it too, huh?
I did. Patrick House. I've worked with him on a number of films.
Patrick House.
Yeah, he's extremely. Everybody's really exceptional. Really, they were all, and they worked for far less money. You know, it was a union film, but I paid. Right. I could only afford so much, and everybody worked for the bare minimum. It was wonderful.
Are you thinking of shopping this one to Sundance?
Well, I can't get in this year; it's over. But
I know. Yeah, I'm talking about.
Well, no, you know what, Andrew? I don't know if they do. I don't think they do short films. I think they just do features.
Is that true? I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm going to double check. Like, I wanted to go in the American Black Film Festival. I couldn't do that because it's too long, short, and too short. So I couldn't get into that.
Kellyanne, what are you doing? You're like in kindergarten back there.
Sorry, my phone was ringing, and it might be my ride, so I got someone to answer it for me. Sorry.
You're right. Is it your new boyfriend, Kellyanne?
No. It's just a ride to my next location.
Jesus, look, do you need a chaperone? Is that it or something? Or?
Well, I don't know my way around the island.
What is this, driving Miss Kellyanne? What is
I gotta get the locals.
Hey, Kellyanne, you know what island are you on? Which island are you on?
I'm on Waikiki.
Oh, okay.
Waikiki, is that an island?
Yeah, and I'm going somewhere, I think that way or that direction later on today. Yeah. And I'm staying somewhere else.
Are you going to try surfing?
Well, I'm just getting comfortable with being in the water, and I've been on the board on what was that thing called?
Boogie board.
Boogie board.
Boogie
I was on
board.
a boogie board.
Right.
The big long thing that I was on. Yeah, I was just because I'm terrified of the ocean, so I'm going to try to work my way up and face my fears. I'm only going to be here for a couple of weeks.
Kellyanne, do they got Sharknado in there?
I'm trying not to think about the sharks and stuff like that, because I know I'm a tasty treat. So
you're a tasty friggin' treat.
So I'm trying to not think about that, but I know enough locals and that we're going to go into some beaches that aren't really public, or you know what I mean. And I'm going to try. We'll
Tony,
see.
do you want to say anything about what's going on with your situation?
Which one?
I don't know. Whatever you want to say.
What you and I have?
What do we have a situation?
I don't know. What situation are you talking about? That's what.
Are you gonna slop him?
Tony, let me ask you a question. Of question. Where do you submit to when you're looking for actors to cast your projects?
Oh, I put it out on Actors Access.
Actors Access. I'm writing this down.
We had 4,000 submissions.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
4,000. So you don't
submissions for eight roles. We had 4,000 submissions from all over the country, mostly LA and New York.
Was that for the case?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're doing another thing though. You said, right?
Well, yeah, but that's more of a follow-on. I want to do some additional shooting and maybe break it up into a couple of episodes for possible web series.
Does this cost a lot of pocket money?
Yeah, it costs money. I was fortunate. I raised a little bit myself, and I had my own money, so I didn't want to have to answer to anyone else. So, but in this case, I had all the money myself, and somebody gave me a small bit of money. And the next time, I don't know. I have to budget it out and see how much I'm going to need. I don't think I'm going to need as much. However, with the COVID regulations now for SAG films, it raises the budget on everything you do because you have to do everything differently.
Right.
Yeah, at least 40%, I would imagine.
Is that a pain in the balls for you?
Well, it costs money, but I understand why it's needed. Man, I worked on FBI's Most Wanted in January, and I must have taken 100 tests before I got to the set. I took a test. Well, I took it for wardrobe. I took it early in the morning on the shoot. Then I took it again before the shoot, and then when I worked on Law and Order, I took it even after I shot. I said, "Why are you doing it now? I'm getting ready to leave." They said, "No, we just want to know." And, so
holy shit!
So they're testing all the time, and I just got a notice from Showtime. They want me to go down for the fitting next week, but they got to schedule the testing, but they have a whole testing facility at Silver Cup, at the production place down there. Yeah. So they just put a whole testing facility in there, and now you go in, you get tested, and the results in like a couple of hours.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly. So this whole industry, you have to have so much patience for everything. Like from an idea to it's just. It's just, wow. It's amazing how much patience you guys have to have.
Oh, well, you know what? It's so hard, and Andrew can tell you this. It's hard to get a job. The competition is so tight. It's so tough. It's all a matter of persistence. You know what I've learned to do, Andrew? I go to an audition, and it can be big for I had one for a series regular last week for a series with Natalie Portman in it. And it's called Flamingo, right? And wow. What I do is try to make every one of them, whether it's a network series or it's a short film, I do it and I just try to forget about it.
Try to forget about it. That's hard to do with me because I hold on.
Yeah, and that happened to me a couple of years ago. I was I went up for a Netflix series called Mindhunter with, I forgot, as a matter of fact, they shot a lot of it in Canada. And it came down to me and another guy, and it was for 45 days of work.
Holy shit.
It would have been.
Is that really good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
No,
yeah.
It's probably, I would have made $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 on it.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
Yeah, so they actually called my agent and said, "We're down to 3 people. Tony's one of them. We're down to 2 people. It's him and another guy."
Oh,
and
shit.
I was holding on, and then they wrote a 5-word thing to my agent. "Oh, we released Tony. We went with the other person." So after that, I just said, "I'm not going through this every time."
So just let go, right?
Yeah, I've learned, and it's taken me a while. I've learned to just try to let it go. And then when it comes to me, it's a surprise. Oh, I forgot about that. That's how I do it now.
Yeah, like when I was up and I was one of the finalists for the Ariana Grande music video, and they put me, on hold or something. It's called hold and this and that. But we got it. Huh?
They use the word pin too. You're pinned.
Yeah. What does pin mean? What does pin mean?
It doesn't mean shit.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you. So
4 other guys plus you is what it means. That they're looking at. That's what it means.
Yeah. Jot out that day on your calendar. So I remember thinking, well, I'm not going to worry whether I get this or not. Namaste, namaste, namaste. No, that wasn't me. So I did get the part, of course, because I'm the big ass actor, and I have.
Yeah, and I've seen it.
So only 200 million views. But look at this. Asunder. Is Asunder coming back, Tony, or what?
Yes, yes. We're supposed to be shooting, I guess, in the spring sometime. I don't know the dates because the producer, had a lot on her plate. But yeah, it was supposed to be. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of changes from what I understand. But yeah, it's supposed to come back. Yeah.
Right. And you play one of the heads of the
One
household.
one of the heads of the company of the fragrance battles.
Right.
So
Do you,
yeah,
do you, do you
it's
get
like
to do you get to smell these fragrances?
no,
No.
I haven't smelled one yet. I mean, they've no, I haven't smelled anything. I mean, when I'm preparing, I'll use my fragrances.
And that's on the All Black Network. Is that correct?
It's not on anything right now. It was on
Oh.
it was on Amazon Prime is where it was first.
Oh.
Then I think it went to somewhere else, and now it's not on anything. I think when we go into production again,
Right.
I think we've got something in the works to put it on some network. I don't know.
All right, let me ask you a question, Tony. We're getting towards the end. What would you tell a newbie actor who wants to get ahead in this game? And he's thinking, I'm going to be a big star. I'm a big star. What would you tell an idiot like this?
I would say the most important thing coming into this business is training.
Wow.
You have to have,
Really?
yeah, you have to have the foundation to do well. The idea, I mean, I'm talking about television, film, but I guess it would go the same with stage. You have to have the skills to do these things. You have to know what an eye line is on the set. You have to know what a moment before is. You have to know how to look or open yourself up to camera. Yeah, there's so much you have to know. And for you to just hop into an audition and start doing things, not being trained on any of it, you're kind of like throwing away opportunities. And I have done that when I first got into this business. I did that because I didn't know any better. And I had to learn that you have to continuously be in class and be learning something when it comes to this business. If you're not always learning, then you're falling behind.
What the hell is this, Tony? Cracker.
Well, and wouldn't that be also you just find someone to mentor that's already did it ahead of you and you just follow what they did kind of thing?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I mean, I'm trying to think when I came up. Yeah, I tried to learn from people who had been here. Yes, that's true. I think I remember seeking people out because one of the things I was always asking myself, I said, what do the working actors, what do they do? That's why I always tell people now, if you're hanging around people that never work, that's not good.
No, that's not good at all.
Work who can give you information and give you things that you can be better at. You don't want to be hanging around people that never get a job. What do you think? How do you think that's going to work out?
You might as well just be lounging in Hawaii or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And you'd be like me, not working in the industry.
I'm so jelly. It's unbelievable. I'm so jelly.
I'm sorry. I wish you were here, Andrew. You know that.
I know. Thank you. You're sweet, sweet Canadian goose. Thank you.
So Tony, when you were like on all these sets and everything like that, I don't know if you're allowed to say it, but do you ever collect anything? Like, like, hey, this would look good at my place.
No, I never collected things. On The Wire, they used to give us things. They gave us like little wire memorabilia and stuff like that. You shouldn't really take anything from the set unless they give you permission. I worked on a film once where they sold some of the clothes at the end of the shoot, and you could buy them at a really big discount. But I've never really taken anything from a set like that.
I'm just wondering.
I did actually. I took a fucking hat, like a mobster hat.
I'm judging. I'm just saying I never did it.
Don't judge me, Tony.
It's good for you. Yeah, it's good for you. and we will we'll learn from you.
Hey, whatever works, if you get away with it, I don't know.
Are you happy with your career?
I'm happy to have the opportunity to do this. That's all I wanted. I never thought about being a star or, I just wanted to work. I just want to work frequently enough to look, Andrew, I'm very fortunate. I'm sitting here. I bought a co-op here in New York, right across from Central Park. And, I'm just very happy just having a chance. That's how I look at this. I had an opportunity to do something that I didn't think I was going to be able to do. And I just want to tell anybody,
Wow.
it's never too late. It's never too late. If you could be 75 years old, you want to be you think this is what you want to do,
Look at
give
that
it a
look.
shot. Why not? What do you got to lose?
That's a
And
great photo, by the way, Tony.
Look at that. Yeah.
look
at that.
Sorry.
Can you see these pictures, Tony?
Yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you've seen them. He's in them.
I know.
Of course he's seen them.
And all I'm sitting here thinking is, I wish that
Tony,
man was. I wish that man was my father.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you believe, like, I know you said you need training, and I get what you mean by the training and maybe following people that's done it before, because it seems like you learned a little bit of the hard way. But do you believe in natural born talent?
You can have natural born talent, and I'll be the first to say I probably didn't have that, because I'm like a person. I have to, all the time go over things, and I forget sometimes, but you can have natural born talent, but there are certain skills in the film, TV, stage business that you really have to learn. You can't get around it. You can't take a shortcut. There are very few people in this business that can walk in and just all of a sudden know everything. They may have natural talent. There are some people who have photographic memories. They can look at one page of script. Here's one here. They can look at this, and they can look at it for 5 minutes, and they can remember it.
Shit.
But I can't do that. I have to go over this 500 times to remember it. So that's not enough. You need to have training. And so there's a whole lot of schools here in New York that are great, that you can learn the basics on. And then you have to go from there. But yeah, you can't just get by a natural talent. It's really almost impossible.
Yeah, because there's a whole process. That's really good advice. Thank you. Not that I'm going to go into the industry, but that's really useful information.
There's so many different. You have method acting. You have Meisner. I've studied them all for the most part, and you can use them all interchangeably, whenever you want. But so there's no one or the other. But you have to learn something. You just can't go out there winging it. You have to know how to. When I get a script like this one, I just did this one yesterday. This is for Louise Dreyfus, the lady that was on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's got a new show. Andrew, this is tailor-made for you. I forgot the name of it. It's called Beth and Don. Beth and Don.
Beth and Don, yeah.
Write
that down.
You can ask your manager about it. But
yeah, of course I can.
Yeah, but when you get a script, you have to know how to break it down, how to look at it, and look at the characters, the relationships, and all these. This is something that you have to learn. You cannot get around this. You just can't memorize words and hop out there and regurgitate them. You have to know what you're doing, and it shows if you don't know. So, yeah, it's really. People think acting is like, oh, it looks like fun. You get to, do this and do that, but it's really very hard. At least it's always been hard for me.
Well, Kellyanne, do you have anything left?
So much respect, Tony. Wow, you blew me away.
Yeah,
it's
man.
like I feel like my brain is just swelling. Thank you so much for coming. It's been a complete delight.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. And Andrew's been on me to do a show, and I goofed up last week and got it all mixed up. So I wasn't going to miss it today for the world. And I think of the world of Andrew we didn't hang out or spend a lot of time together, but just the little time that we spent, we kind of felt each other as far as performing, and he's just a good guy. I know that without knowing him. I know he's a good guy. And so I always wanted to help support his show. So
thank you, Tony. And you have. We'll get at least 3 extra views today. So I really appreciate it.
Is there a way Andrew, to look at what we've just done and send it to people? Is there a way to do that?
Yeah. How do you do that, Kellyanne?
I usually post on my social media. You're on, well, obviously you must be on social media, right? Are you on Facebook and all that stuff, Instagram?
So I can get it from yours?
Well, I will. I'll find you and I'll tag you.
Kellyanne, aren't you researching the talent for the show?
Am I researching the talent for the show?
Not really. because she's a natural.
No, I'm not. I'm no natural. You know what? I'd probably have to work double as hard because I'm not a natural. But I find it interesting. I think it would be very rewarding. And it wouldn't be for me if I ever got into something like that. It wouldn't be for any kind of money or that. I just think I could learn so much,
Yeah.
you know, and I think it'd just be a blast. It would, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well, go for it.
All right, so make sure you send Tony a clip.
Yeah. I'll find Tony. Don't worry. I'll find you.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that Teddy saying, you know, you're done?
That's it. I guess that's the show.
Yeah.
Every Monday, 5:30 p.m., Aardvark interviews. We have a sensational guest every week. Not as good as Tony, probably, but you
And
know,
I'm usually here too.
Kellyanne's all over the world. There she is.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Tony.
It was so amazing meeting you. Are we done? That was fantastic.
You can't wait to leave. I want to go surfing.
No, I'm not surfing. I have to get groceries and do, you know,
Okay.
normal people stuff.
Thank
You
you.
know, and then I'll be surfing.
Thank you. What's the name of the production company?
Hello, Hooray.
Look at that. She did it again.
I know.
Excellent. Excellent. We'll just stop there. We'll take our victory and go home. So every week, Monday, 5:30 p.m. And don't forget, we're also working on a podcast, a show that's never been done before, a series. What's it called, Kellyanne, the series?
Muted.
There you go, Kellyanne. How did you know? How did she know?
You actually called me off. What do you mean? We didn't.
Yeah,
No,
she
it's great.
she needed
It's
to push
great.
that.
This is a fun project, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna be getting my way in all the way around.
Are you
It's great.
going to be on tonight's rehearsal?
I can't because I'm switching locations. I already told Teddy.
Yeah, I don't think I
But
can
I will
either.
be-
Yeah.
I'll be there next week. I'll be next week. Trust
Next
me.
week is good. Yeah. Oh
No show
show
tonight. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
Okay,
so-
good. Thanks, Teddy.
That's going to be
You
coming
guys
up
are
though.
amazing.
So
Yeah.
thank you,
Yeah.
Kellyanne. I love
Okay,
you.
love
hon.
you
I love
guys.
you. I love you.
Bye, Teddy.
Love you.